Hello, guys. Thank you so much for coming along to my channel today. It is always a pleasure to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always trusting me and always coming back. Thank you guys for sharing this channel. Thank you for liking and commenting. And if this is the first time you're coming to my channel, I will highly encourage you to please click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so that anytime I release new content, you'll be the first person to get notification about the content. And if you are new to Scrum or project management and you're not sure yet what to do, you're just still playing around project management or Scrum, or you are transitioning from one career to Agile or Scrum Master or whatever it is, but specifically on project management or Scrum, or you are new to Scrum, or you're already a Scrum Master practicing, but you feel like you need to collaborate, you need someone to mentor you, you need someone to coach you, all you need to do is to reach out to me. As you can see the information on top of my screen. Either you shoot me an email or you connect with me on my Instagram. Take a look at my Instagram page and then the Facebook page, and then let's connect. It's totally free. Okay. Now, today I wanted to touch point with you guys on something really practical. Maybe perhaps someone has made a comment or talked about this topic today, but I just wanted to look at it from a very realistic point of view. For some people, they feel like the Scrum Master job has some sort of job security. For some, there is no job security at all. So today we're looking at, is there any sort of job security for Scrum Masters? If it is not, why not? If it is, how? So I want us to look at it from a holistic point of view without any form of bias or prejudice. So let's realistically look at it. As always, I'm going to share my screen and then I can walk you through what I feel like, if there is or if there is not, theoretically, practically, okay? All right, so I'm gonna share my screen and then we'll take a look at it together. So in terms of considering if there is any sort of Scrum Master in the job security, there are basically three factors you need to consider, you need to keep in mind. The first is the industry. The second is the specific company you're going in for. The third is the geographical location. And the fourth is the overall demand for Scrum Masters. 4 factors. So when people are talking about Scrum Master job security, yes or no, think about these 4 factors. And I'm gonna use about 5 key aspects to be able to illustrate, demonstrate, expatiate, explain in a very specific and real life scenario manner that you can really understand it. 4 factors when people talk about Scrum Master job security. The industry, we have different industries. We have, IT industry, we have the government, we have the education, we have marketing. These are different industries we have. We have this specific company, large, medium, and small size company, right? Be it, the giant companies like Google, be it like Meta, you know what I mean? We have the geographical location, someone in Europe, someone in North America or South America or Australia or Asia, different locations, okay, Africa. And the overall demand, is the Scrum Master job in high demand or it is something that is still evolving? So I wanted you guys to begin to picture in your mind whether there is a Scrum Master job security or not. Theoretically, remember I said theoretically and realistically. So I'm going to first of all give us some sort of a theoretical walkthrough, and then I'll give you the practical explanation or what I feel like from my own point of view, what I feel or my thoughts about this idea of Scrum Master job security. Now, let's consider some aspects. The first is the demand for Agile and Scrum practice. We understand that there are some industries that the demand for Agile coaches and Scrum Masters is in high demand. That is the fact. Industries like IT, software, the companies that are, consulting for softwares, they're always looking out for Scrum Masters. They're always hiring. Then it is not about hiring, it's about retention. Look at it from that angle. Now, these companies are always looking out for. I was basically one of the companies I worked, for a contract. After the contract ended, they said they had enough funding, right? And then after a while, they posted again the Scrum Master position. I was like, anyway, so it's not about hiring; it's about retention. Some organizations will hire you as a Scrum Master just for you to help them to execute a project. As soon as that project is executed, they don't even care. They just let you go without considering. I mean, when they're hiring you, they give you the hope like, oh, we want you to come and be with us for a long term. You know what I mean? So, demand for agile coaches, demand for Scrum Master, and the practice. And then some organization would give you the impression that they are Scrum, they are Scrum team, or they are what they call doing Scrum. But when you step in, you realize that this is no longer Scrum, it is Scrum bot. We are doing Scrum bots. And then you're like, what is going on here? Right? So it's like a bet. So I want you to begin to picture that. Remember that the premise when I started was theoretically and realistically. I just want you to picture that in your mind. The second aspect is about experience and skill sets or your skill level. Now, some Scrum Masters over the years they have a track record of successfully completing a project or helping team to complete a project, right? So that is also going to boost your it could boost or it could help in retaining you with the company, but it does not guarantee you that if they are laying off that you wouldn't be part of it. Just want you to look at it from that angle, okay? Now, the other factor or the other aspect is about the industry trends. Now, we understand that some industries are so volatile that as soon as there is some sort of, some sort of, plummeting downwards in their revenue, they are like, oh, we need to lay off some employees. And for them, they feel like the Scrum Masters are the first people to let go because, I mean, anybody can stand and work as a Scrum Master. They feel like the Scrum Master position could, is could be taken over by anybody at any time. So they don't recognize that, this position, anybody that is taking over or working as a Scrum Master should be trained and certified, right? And that is why in organizations, they always ask someone to work as a Scrum Master without any background. So you need to watch out on the industry trends. When you are going for organization, read about that organization. Do not, I said, do not depend solely on what they tell you. Do not depend solely on what they tell you because they're going to sweet tongue you to come and work with them as soon as as soon as this is very, very practical, as soon as they get what they want, as soon as they are done with you, they let you go. And then you start all over again. Industry trend. You need to figure out how often does this organization lay off employees? Research. Go on Google, go on LinkedIn, do your research. Figure out, connect with anybody that must have worked with organization and ask very specific and direct questions. Someone out there is going to give you concrete information you need to keep in mind. The other aspect you need to consider is the company stability. We understand some companies are not stable. Some companies are startups, some companies are middle-sized, and some companies are big guys, right? So when you are getting into organization, think about that. Think about if inflation should happen, do you think that this organization are still going to retain their employees or they're going to let them go? Right? You need to think about that. The other one is geographical location. I was having a chat with one of my mentees the other time, and I was getting him ready for his interview, and he started sharing with me his experience as a Scrum Master in Europe, and then we started talking about salary, range, and when he told me the salary range, he was really, really drawn back. So that shows that, I mean, some organizations are not paying Scrum Master. I mean, depending on the salary range or whatever it is in different geographical location. Now, some regions retain Scrum Masters. Some regions don't consider Scrum Masters as highly valuable in the organization. So you need to consider, you need to think about that. The last but not the least aspect you need to consider is continuous learning. When I started my career as a Scrum Master, I had zero background in project management, zero background. And I realized one of the feedback I got at that point in time was to consider project management. Now I am a project management, trained and certified. Now, what does that mean? It means that I can work as a project manager, I can work as a Scrum Master. Now, consider that maybe an organization that is laying off Scrum Masters and then they still want to retain project managers, or they're looking for project managers. What do you think would happen? That means I have the chance to still work with that organization. So continuous learning, continuous learning. Now, your background might be in communication. It doesn't mean you cannot work as a Scrum Master. All you need to do is to learn. Nowadays, technology has made it so easy that we can learn anything from anywhere. Think about Udemy, think about Coursera, think about LinkedIn Learning. When you are a premium member on LinkedIn, you can learn anything from the comfort of your home. Now, guys, this is the theory. The reality is there is no Scrum Master job security out there. There is none. There is none. If you think that there is a Scrum Master job security, let me know in the comment section and let's talk about that. But the reality is, when you consider all of this, there is still chance that, when they are still laying off Scrum Masters, you might not be affected, but you need to be open-minded about it. This is the reality. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm just telling it to you the way it is. Okay? Now, the point is, no matter what happens out there is still an opportunity for you as an individual. I'm not trying to discourage you. All I'm trying to share with you guys is the reality. No one might be able to share with you guys the reality of job security of a Scrum Master. Think about the industry, think about economic stability, think about their Scrum practice, think about what has been, previously, how have they really appreciated their employees. Did they just hire, give you the promises, and then afterwards they let you go, and then you start all over again? But if you're still on the process of getting to Scrum, yes, move ahead, don't stop. There is an opportunity for every person. That's what I thought I could share with you guys today. If you are curious about things that I haven't covered about, but still on this topic, by all means, connect with me and let's talk about it in more detail. If you like my content, please like, comment, and share, and let us build an active community of practice for Scrum Masters and project managers. Thank you guys for listening to me and spending these few minutes. It's been always a pleasure to have you on my channel. I hope I'll see you again next time. In the meantime, stay well and bye for now.